Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the NFL to its core, a secret so explosive, so cloaked in mystery, that it could redefine the Chicago Bears' entire future. This isn't just some rumor, some petty speculation. No, this is a bombshell that's rattling the very foundations of the league's most volatile front offices right now. Sources confirmed, and I've got the confidential whispers, the encrypted calls, the insider documents. An elite player, a true game changer, is on the verge of donning the iconic Bears jersey. But here's the catch. Nobody outside the inner circle knows the full story. The chaos in Halas Hall is unprecedented. Phones are ringing off the hook, executives are pacing the halls, scouts and GMs are huddled in secret meetings under cover of night. The air is thick with anticipation and whispers of a deal so big, nobody will believe it until it's done. What's happening right now? A clandestine race to secure a superstar whose presence could elevate this franchise from rebuilding to contender overnight. You want the truth? My sources just confirmed something huge, something that could make the NFL's rumor mill explode in ways we've never seen before. But who is it? Who is the player so coveted, so vital that every team in the league is scrambling? Who's the name that has the entire NFL on edge, waiting for the next domino to fall? Trust me, what I'm about to reveal will be raw, unfiltered, and absolutely shocking. And believe me when I say this is only the beginning. Because behind every whisper, every cryptic call, there's a secret even bigger waiting to explode onto the scene. Are you ready? Because what follows will leave you breathless. Now, before I drop this bombshell, I need you to do one thing: hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and turn on those notifications. This information is so explosive that only the true insiders will get the full story. If you're serious about NFL breaking news, if you want to be the first to know what's about to send shockwaves through the league, then stay tuned, because what I'm about to tell you is only for those who are ready to dig deep, who crave the real truth behind the scenes. The NFL isn't just about the game, it's about secrets, power plays, and moves so bold that they can change history overnight. And this is that move. Now let's set the stage. The Chicago Bears, a franchise on the brink of a new era, freshly invigorated under coach Ben Johnson's leadership. Remember, just last season, they shocked everyone with an 11-6 record, clinched a playoff spot, and even scored their first playoff win since 2010, beating the Green Bay Packers, no less. But it's not enough. No, they're hungry for more. They're desperate to elevate this roster to compete at the highest level, to finally break free from years of mediocrity and start competing for a Super Bowl. The front office knows. They've been searching for months now, plotting, strategizing, flying under the radar. Every move is calculated, every call encrypted, every deal carefully crafted. They've scoured the league, examined every player's tape, and analyzed every possible upgrade, and yet something still feels incomplete. The defense, especially, needs an injection of elite talent. The secondary, in particular, is a concern. Jalen Johnson is a cornerstone, yes, but they need a game-changer, a player capable of transforming their pass defense from the league's worst to a top-tier unit. And that's where the whispers begin. Rumors swirl of clandestine meetings with agents, secret visits to stadiums, private jets landing in undisclosed locations. The Bears are leaving no stone unturned. They've been quietly making moves, hedging bets, and positioning themselves to pull off a deal that could set the league ablaze. And then, they found him. Now I want you to hold on tight, because here comes the biggest reveal. Brace yourself, I'm talking about Rasul Douglas. Yes, the same Rasul Douglas who's been making waves in Miami, who last season posted career highs with 62 tackles, 13 pass deflections, and 2 vital interceptions. The cornerback who roared back in 2025 after a shaky stint with the Packers, proving he's more than just a depth piece. He's a true shutdown artist. Standing 6'2", weighing 209 pounds with arms long enough to blanket receivers, Douglas plays with intensity, instinct, and a nose for the ball that's second to none. His style? Physical, aggressive, a true ball hawk. Remember Week 14. That unforgettable game against the Jets. 5 pass breakups, an interception, and a game-changing forced fumble. That's Douglas in a nutshell. Relentless, gritty, capable of changing the course of any game. And get this, he's entering free agency after just a one-year deal with Miami valued at $1.57 million. That's practically a bargain for a player of his caliber, and you better believe the Bears' brain trust knows it. But the story doesn't end there. No, this isn't just about filling a slot in their secondary. This is about a major upgrade, a game-changing acquisition that could send shockwaves through the league. So why are the Bears so intrigued? Why is Rasul Douglas precisely what they need? Because, folks, his playstyle perfectly complements Ben Johnson's aggressive defensive schemes, an all-out blitz of coverage, a relentless pursuit of the ball, and a skill set that could lock down the league's best receivers. Think about it, a tall, physical corner who can handle slot duties, who can match up against the opposition's top WRs, and who brings veteran experience to a young, promising secondary. His stats? Stellar. 62 tackles, 13 pass defensed, 2 INTs, all achieved in just 15 games. His impact in Miami was palpable, that Week 14 game clincher. A masterclass in shutdown coverage. And with his market value, you're talking about a guy who could be signed for a sizable deal, but one that's still within reach for a franchise like Chicago. Imagine him paired with Johnson, creating one of the league's most formidable cornerback duos. And don't forget, his intangibles, leadership, and veteran presence would be invaluable for a team hungry for playoff contention again. Now, the behind-the-scenes drama is even more intense. According to NFL insiders, the kind who work in the shadows, who wear suits and carry confidential files, the interest from Chicago is real. A league source of mine, one with ties to multiple teams' front offices, has confirmed that the Bears have made overtures, that they've explored every possibility to land Douglas. Why? Because they believe he's the missing piece to finally solidify their secondary and to give their defense the punch it needs to compete with the league's elite. And it's not just about performance. No, this move could be a statement. A message to the NFL, the Bears are back in the game. It's a strategic masterstroke designed to show the league that Chicago isn't just rebuilding, they're ready to dominate. The front office, led by GM Ryan Poles, is working in the shadows, orchestrating negotiations with the agent, striking deals that even the most seasoned insiders didn't see coming. The coaches, they're already imagining the new scheme, plotting how to maximize Douglas's talents. Rumor has it that Douglas's performance bonuses are being negotiated at levels unheard of, incentives based not only on tackles and picks but playoff success, possibly even Super Bowl MVP clauses. The game is changing, and Douglas's name is at the center of this storm. From a financial perspective, the move makes perfect sense. Chicago has some cap space, but they're balancing between retaining core players and adding premium talent. Rasul Douglas's projected market value: around $8.10 million per year, a reasonable investment for a player of his caliber, especially considering his age, 30, and experience. This move would mean releasing or trading some veterans to make room, maybe a veteran linebacker or a defensive lineman with a hefty contract. The scheme: Johnson's aggressive defense requires a corner who can handle man-to-man coverage, who can blitz from the slot, and who can match up against the league's best WRs. Douglas's stats from 2025: 62 tackles, 37 solo, 1 sack, 13 pass defensed, 2 INTs, 1 forced fumble paint the picture of a player on the rise, a ball hawk primed for a new stage. Historical comparisons: think of the Aaron Rodgers trade to the Jets back in 2023, a move that shifted the entire league's power dynamic. Or when the Rams acquired Jalen Ramsey in a blockbuster deal that made the NFC West a war zone. That's the level of impact we're talking about. And now, as we approach what could become one of the most seismic moves of the NFL offseason, I need you to understand the next 48 hours will be crucial. This isn't just a rumor, it's a countdown. The NFL's inner sanctum is buzzing, and the moment this deal is sealed, the league landscape will shift forever. Fans, analysts, insiders, everyone will be talking about where Rasul Douglas ends up. The Bears are sitting on the edge of history, ready to make a move that could define their decade. So stay alert, stay tuned, because I promise the story is far from over. And when this finally unfolds, you'll want to be the first to know, because what comes next will be monumental. The NFL's next chapter is about to be written, and it might just start with one name: Rasul Douglas. Remember, this isn't just a trade rumor, it's an evolution. And you're in the front seat for every twist, every turn, every shocking development, Because when history is made, you'll be the first to witness it. Stay ready. Stay sharp. Because the next great NFL saga is about to explode and you won't believe what's coming.